Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Now we're going to have a look at where we're up to and just recap real quick. So we checked out the interface, we realised that there were lots of things in there and we're not going to use all of them. It can look a little bit sort of daunting, sort of overwhelming with the amount of choices that you have, but we're only going to use a few of them, and anything that goes wrong we can generally kind of bring the panels or the windows back. Now if we take a look at this, we're going to go and have a look at this bit in a second. These are the layer panels. We're going to do something really simple with our layers. So we're going to go and use this area here. So inside the things that we've looked at, opening, saving files, exporting, we've exported to a PNG, PSD, JPEG, any of these really that we've had to go at, but mostly we're looking at the PSD, and the JPEG is here and the PNG. Layers. This is what we're going to get to right now. We're going to go and have a look at layers. We're going to go and make something really simple with two sets of text as two different layers with an image that we've gone and got from Unsplash. Let's go into Affinity Photo, and here I've got a simple layer with my words on, and then I've got a simple picture which is here. So you can turn these on and off. So you can, if you've got things in the way, you can go and turn them on and off with the little bubble is at the top. Okay, you can just go and explore that. There's like a little bubble at the top, and so you can go and lock these as well. And then we're going to go and just use the move tool, which is over here. Now the move tool for the shortcut here is V. We'll be getting used to using some of the simple shortcuts, the most basic shortcuts. But V, when you're on your keyboard, when you tap it, it brings your arrow like this, and it allows you to sort of pick things up and move things around. So inside here, I'm going to go and grab my text. Just make sure that I can move my text around. Just make sure they're not together. I'm just going to go and pause for a second. So I just had to make sure that something was working. So I'm back into where I'm up to. So we've got our simple layer. We're going to go and add a second layer. I'm just going to go and turn this off, and so we can show you exactly how to go and add this. Go to your text tool. So we've got our artistic text tool, T for short. So you can hit T, and then you can just go and draw away the size that you want your text to be here. So I've got the word home on mine, and I'm looking at the picture here, and I think I want two sets of writing. So I want to go and split these around and put them on different layers and move them around so that I can go and sort of blend them together somehow, something creative. So it looks like a microphone. I'm going to call this microphone home. So microphone, like so. And so once you put your text in, it tends to look a little bit like this. This is on my text layer, which is at the top here. And you can see that it's got some text just in that little thumbnail. If you look closely on yours, you can see that there is text in there, and it's kind of like a representation of what's on that layer. We're going to get used to naming our layers so that when we have many layers that we know exactly what they are. So I'm going to go and just use that a little bit later. But for this one, you can see that the writing goes off the screen a little bit, which is totally fine. It means you can just grab the corner like this. So if you've got your stylus or something like that, or your mouse, you can bring your mouse over to the corner, and the mouse will sort of change, and it allows you to go and grab it and resize this, but still kind of sort of move it around however you like. So you can grab that, just move your mouse to the corner, to the edge, and you can see you get different icons. So on the corners you get sort of arrows that go bigger and smaller, but you've also got a sort of a tilt as well if you want to go and tilt it. So this is on our text layer, and our text layer is now sitting on top of our picture. So what I'm going to do is just pause this and just zoom in so that you can see above my head. So what I'm going to do is just quickly transition my screen over like this, and so above my head now, sort of above my head, you'll start to see that I've got my tools for turning it on and off, and I've got my other writing underneath which says my home, my different colours and things like that. But it means I can go and give this a name. I'm going to call this microphone like this, so I know what it is. Okay, I can select it, and when I select it you can see that the text is selected still automatically, and then I can sort of do things to my text later on, but that's not for this session. This is just for us to go and understand that we can get multiple layers and move things around. So when I go and turn my other layer on, like this, you'll see, if I just go and unpause it, you can see that when I've got both of them on together, I can start to do things to my layers. So I'm just going to go and pause my video so that you can see the whole screen. And then transition this back so you can see what's going on. And now you can see that the two layers are on top of each other. And what I want to do is just go and grab this. I need to go and move this out of the way. So I go and use my move tool, and I want to go and just put this at the top. I'm just going to check it in the center. I need to go and select, and you can see that as I move between my layers now, that each one's selected, and I can go and put this, and I can put this down the bottom like this. So now if something happens to microphone, it's fine, it's okay. But if I need to go and work on my picture a little bit later, I can turn everything off, and I'm not destroying everything. It means that I'm preserving everything. So what I'd like you to do is go and put two layers with some text. You can experiment if you wish to try and work out how to go and add color if you wish, but you don't have to. You can keep it simple like this, and then how you can use the select tool, which is the V tool, to move things around, and so you can start to manipulate your layers like this as you're not destroying things with two sets of text. So that's your aim right now. Okay, as always, good luck.